We strongly encourage you to mark them as done, comment, and whatever, right? Who else has strongly encouraged their clients to do something? What's the likelihood that a client will do it if you strongly encourage them to do it? It's like this, right? How many of you are sitting there going, yeah, I know I need to do it? Yeah? Is that the same as a commitment? No? Is it the same as a promise? Can I count on you guys to have watched all the laser sessions and be up to date, let's say, by the end of the year?
Yes.
All right? See, that's a different question. It's a different question. You want to see this with your clients. I remember Steve was telling me about prescribing things to clients. Don't strongly encourage, prescribe, like a doctor. If you're a doctor and your client had some terrible disease and they could fix the disease with a pill, they have to take this pill every day, would you strongly encourage them to take the pill every day? No. You'd say, take the damn pill every day. It's mandatory. You wouldn't give them an option. Strongly encourage gives people still an option. Hey, it's optional. Right? It's optional. We've shifted that from last year. Last year it was optional. It's not optional this year. There's not many things that we're not making optional. There's very few. But watching the laser sessions is not optional. Now, we're not we're not here to hold people accountable. That's not what we're doing. You're adults. My advice is you watch a laser session within 2 weeks of it being posted. Why? Why am I saying that? Am I saying it because I'm just really obsessed with being a control freak or something? No, why am I saying it? If you save the laser sessions, let's say you save them all up until February, March, you've missed out on 5 months of growth. You think, that was a really good laser session. That would have been really useful to watch that back in October when it was done. Right? It's too late. It's part of the delivery of the school. Right? So, you're saying, oh, there's gaps, and especially between now and March is a big gap. Just the way, because of Christmas and the way it works out, there's a longer gap. Well, the school keeps going. It's the laser sessions. It's the master classes. It's going to be the extra session I'm going to have with Steve Hardison. Right? All of that is the delivery of the school. It's not just the live weekends. But if you don't watch them, you might as well not be there. Might as well not do them. So it's part of the delivery of the school, which is about what? Helping you guys make money. Helping you be better coaches. Changing the industry. Changing the consciousness of the planet. Right? So it's not about strongly encouraging you, but it's like create a system. Whatever that is for you. Now, for some people, it's like, I'm going to watch it the day it comes out. That's the system that works for them. For someone else, it doesn't. They've got a lot on. All right, I'm going to block out 2 hours on a Friday and I'm going to watch the sessions that have been done that week. For someone else, it's sitting in the van when I'm taking my kids somewhere. But have a system that works for you. And the best way to use it is do something with it. So when I was on Steve Chandler's coaching school, the way he did it, he didn't do so many laser sessions, he did these daily videos. So what I would do is, I had a system where the daily video would come out at 6 a.m. his time, which is about 11 a.m. UK time. I'd watch it that day. Because I was like, if I don't watch it that day, I'm not going to watch it. So I'd watch it the day it came out, and that was only a minute, so it was a lot easier. It was a minute or two. And then I would post about it. Something. It didn't matter if I posted something that was the exact opposite of what he said. Sometimes I'd say the opposite. But I was using it to inspire me to write something. And I said, Steve, is this okay? I thought, is he going to get upset that I'm kind of stealing his copyright or something? And he went, no, this is great. This is the perfect way to use it. Because now it's going to get in you. right? So I'm not saying you have to write about it, but use it. So if you hear a laser session, how can you apply that to your coaching practice that day, that week, right now? Karen Davis did Steve Chandler School 7 times, and Steve goes, why are you coming back? You could teach the school. And she goes, yeah, but I'm different every time. And every time I come, I listen to you. It might be the same thing she's heard a dozen times. And she's like, how can I apply this in my coaching practice right now? If you apply what you're learning, you're gonna grow. It happens less now because I set the context differently, but I used to have clients, I had a client, and he watched an online program that I did, and he gave me feedback. He goes, I was expecting more from your online program. It's really basic. Like I was thinking this is gonna be an advanced program. And we had a conversation about that. They weren't a client at the time. After that conversation, they became a client. So we're coaching, and they gave the example of one of the modules on the program was about agreements. It's a course I do with Dr. Mark Howard. And so this guy, he was going, oh, you know, that's like, I know that, come on, give me something advanced. So I'm coaching them, and they're telling me about this client, and they're like not showing up, and they're not doing whatever. And I went, do you have an agreement? And he went, yeah, I emailed them something, they sign it and send it back. And I went, that's not what I say in my program. We talk about creating an agreement in the program, creating an agreement, running it through with the client, talking it through. Do you do that? No. So now, I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm not saying they're stupid. They're a really intelligent person. But we often can miss that. We hear something and yeah, that makes sense. We don't act on it, and then we think we know it. There'll be stuff in the laser sessions that you'll hear that you're like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But you're not doing it. And then you forget because you don't implement it. And then afterwards, you'll go to your coach, who you're going to pay a lot more money for, right? And you're going to have a coaching session with them and go, hey, I'm really struggling with this. They're going to tell you the exact same thing, and maybe it's me, that you already heard on a laser session, but you weren't doing. You can do that now.